Everybody loves a big red deck, including myself, but honestly, we gotta stop sleeping on big blue. That's right, guys, we're back with some more big blue. It's been a while since we played some big blue, but I figured with the simulacrum in the mix now, we've got ourselves a much better deck here. And I wasn't wrong, man. We have a really sweet list here that worked extremely well. And again, it works all off of the simulacrum. Obviously, it's a brand new card that we got that spits out these construct tokens like crazy. And I've been wanting to try this with our brand new 3 steps ahead counterspell, because this thing can actually copy creatures and artifacts. So if you can use this card to not only counter things in the early game, but in the late game, you know, copy the synthesizer, it can really pop off and go crazy with multiple multiple tokens of this card on the battlefield. Now, this deck is actually pretty heavy in the ramp department. We're going to be creating power stones with things like Thran, Spider, Urza's Command, and then we've also got some ramp with the Might Stone, Weak Stone. And this all leads us into a really nice curve in early game Cityscape Levelers and Portal to Phyrexias, which is really, really sweet. Those are really going to be how we kind of close out a lot of the games. But the Simulacrum just naturally is going to be creating us a ton of defense, a ton of offense, really big threats. And if we can get into these late games with the Cityscape Leveler or the Portal, we're going to close out games really fast. And we get there pretty quick. Like I said, a lot of Power Stones, a lot of ramp. And then early game, to kind of keep us alive until those turn 3s when we can get out that ramp, we've got early game bounce spells like Fading Hope and Machine Over Matter, which if you have an artifact creature, this only costs 1. It bounces permanents. It's really nice. Fading Hope also bouncing things buys us plenty of time to set up for, turn 4 removal with Might Stone, Weak Stone into some big portals early on. So you're really not as pressured as much as you might think being a mono blue deck, but really fun list. And we had a lot of really good wins today. So I think you guys are going to really enjoy this one. We'll see you though at the end, and enjoy the video. Peace out. All right, here we go, guys. Playing one of my favorite big blue type decks. We got Urza's Command, one of my favorite cards. And this opening hand looks definitely good enough to keep here. We got Fading Hope to kick things off into a Simulacrum. So can't be mad at that. This is definitely our best card, so if we have it in the opening hand, we've got to keep it. And we're up against... We're not sure yet. Let's get this down so we have Fading Hope available, but I don't think I'm going to want to cast it here on 1. Nice. Shamil is fantastic. That's a really important card for card advantage in the late game, especially against more control style players where games tend to go late. And it's Abzan, no blue, which means this should be safe to resolve, obviously, but is it gonna stick around is the question, because they do have Terra Sunder and things like that. Also, they have the March. They've got a lot of really good things they can cast here. I'm actually gonna keep both of these. Abzan is gonna definitely have the most amount of answers for artifacts. Hopefully they're gonna run out of juice though at some point. That'd be nice. The Seiju. Okay, well, keeping those 2 lands on top was irrelevant. Yeah, we'll take action. We definitely want to ramp if we can, even though we're shuffling our deck up. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the turn and Urza's Command this next turn. Full-on control player here in the colors of Abzan, not something you see every day. Let's scry 1 and draw, and then let's just create a Power Stone so we can ramp into our bigger spells like Shamil and Portal. Kind of a weird little matchup we got here. All right, if we go Synthesizer, I can return it to my hand if I need to, if it gets a little weird. Mirex on top is fine. We'll keep that. Again, we're still kind of working mana on top of our build here, or on top of our deck, because we do really want to make sure we're hitting those land drops to get things like Shamil and the Portal down at some point in this game. Not that I think the Portal is going to do a whole lot for us here, just because our opponent's playing full on control, so they're not going to have too many reanimation targets for us. Really? Nothing to eat up the Synthesizer with, huh? All right, well then we're gonna go Shamil and hopefully start running away with this game a bit. End our turn. Give me something good. Put that in my hand. Useful for later. Now we know they're running Sunfall, obviously. Oh, they don't want to play anymore. I mean, I kind of get it. I thought that would be a bad matchup for us, to be honest, because of things like Terra Sunder, but probably not running too many answers then if that's the case. March of the Otherworldly Light was a very scary card too, but I mean, there's so many things Abzan Control actually runs that's pretty scary. Buried in the Garden is pretty bad, but apparently they didn't feel so confident. All right, this opening hand going second isn't ideal. It's a bit expensive. I do have the 3 mana for the Simulacrum though. I don't know if I want to keep this or not. If we're up against like mono red, we're cooked, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna mulligan this and hope for a better shot here. This is actually a little better. It's not great, but it's a little better. All right, Tiny Bones on board. There we go. That's a good top deck right there. I like that. No reason to, you know, stop that. It's just 1 damage. No big deal. Okay. Still got another Fading Hope off the top and another bounce spell with the machine. It's going to be a really good tempo. It's going to get really good for us in the tempo department, so we can kind of set up for bigger spells. I like having all of my bounce spells early. That's the best thing you can have early on, especially again if you run into more aggressive players like mono red and stuff. I ran into a player earlier that was playing Boros Tempo, and we absolutely cooked them because we had non-stop Fading Hopes, and it just really blew up their whole game plan. I'm gonna actually pass the turn here. They're about to be in Shieldred territory, and I'd actually kind of like to counter the Shieldred and just be done with it. Okay. Really? Nothing, huh? Very interesting. I'm honestly, I think we sit back and just wait. I'm in no rush here. The opponent's not putting me under any sort of pressure whatsoever, and the moment I play the Simulacrum, they're going to resolve something like a Shieldred. We're going to be in trouble. So I'd rather just wait, counter, kind of chill out here. Or I could bounce the Shieldred too a couple of times. That'd be kind of nice. Slowing them down a bit here. There's a couple options for sure. All right, I guess we're going for it now then, because now we have options. You know, both the machine and the Fading Hope are options to bounce that Shieldred, and might as well get the Scry in. These are both so good, but I need more mana. I need more mana to keep hitting in case we draw things like Portal to Phyrexia or Chamil and stuff like that. I've got plenty of this, honestly, which is kind of crazy. You don't want to be passing that up 99% of the time, but right now it feels like I kind of do. There's a Gix, sure. I think I've got this one in the bag, guys. I might have been 1 turn too late, honestly, on the Simulacrum. I probably should have played it last turn because I had Fading Hope open. All right, bounce that Gix right back to their hand. It's mana value 3 or less, so I'm going to be able to scry. Chamil is fantastic. That's going to be a little bit later, though. Don't have the mana for it just yet. 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to... I want to counter and copy. That's always the best thing, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 mana to do that, though. So I guess what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go Simulacrum number 2 and look to maybe scry again and hopefully hit a land drop. We're going to scry 2 off of this. I think mono black is just a little bit too slow for us. They're more mid-range, you know, it takes time to get their game plan rolling, and it's kind of 1 threat at a time kind of a thing. It's not going wide or anything, so this is kind of a great matchup for us. Man, again, another Simulacrum, all 4. I'm going to send it away, though, because I want the Chamil. Definitely want the Chamil. Opponent taking a little bit of time here to make their moves. They do have 1 mana open and something they can do. It's not I wouldn't imagine it could be cut down, but cut down doesn't hit this. It's too big. It almost feels like they have a sacrifice tool. I don't know why. It just feels like the way priority holds are happening right now that they have some sort of sacrifice mechanic, but all right, I will be making this trade. I'm going to be able to replace that 3/3 no problem, so just let them have it. They might even just play another Tiny Bones, honestly, but we don't care. Every artifact we play from this point on is going to just create more juice for us. Liliana. Liliana's tough, I'm not going to lie. Not something I wanted to see.
A fight? And you think you can win?
Plus. All right, let's go ahead and drop Machine over Matter. Yeah, we're really trying to scry a land here, aren't we? We're trying to scry a land here, so maybe I sent these two away last time. Maybe I hit the Fading Hope right now just to guarantee that land drop so we can get the Chamil down. That'd be kind of nice. Let's do it. Another Chamil, that's not great. That's also not great. All right, I guess we're gonna do this. I guess we're gonna just create a copy. Land is good. Also, Might Stone, Weak Stone, very good because we want to make, you know, draw as many cards as possible here. We might have to give up the 3 steps ahead, unfortunately, if the opponent pluses here. A minus though, that's good. Good for us. Good for us. Let's go. Okay. It's Chamil time, baby. And we know we're getting a Might Stone, Weak Stone. Absolutely phenomenal. That should be game, honestly, but if they don't block here, that's even better. We can Chamil into the Might Stone, Weak Stone, take out the Shieldred.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
So good. So good. GG's, my guy. There's no way they're coming back from this. Unless they have Deadly Cover Up right now, it's definitely a possibility. But, I mean, we're just going to keep reloading with the Chamil over and over again. So, and then starting next turn, I can counter and copy something. So, they're kind of cooked. Unless, you know, again, Sweeper's the only thing that keeps them around another turn. But good stuff, man. Mono Black, really good matchup for us. We like that one. Okay, we got a turn 2 bounce spell into a synthesizer. Can't be too upset with that. I mean, this is a little upsetting. It's a little expensive, but it's all good. It's mono red, though. We're in trouble. We need like a Fading Hope here. Not gonna get it, though. Bummer. All right, going second against mono red. Probably not gonna end well for us unless they super overcommit to one creature with pumping it like that and we bounce it maybe a couple of times. But that would require us hitting a couple Fading Hopes off the top or something. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Show off. Bummer. Nothing? They got nothing here. What a waste it feels like to use this then. Interesting. They really had nothing there. That seems kind of crazy to me. All right, we'll play out the Simulacrum then, and the land and the portal both probably no good here. We need some more bounce spells. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I have no ways of really gaining life in this one, so I don't know what we're gonna do. We're in trouble. But them not having any pump spells seems pretty awesome, to be honest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, we're cooked. We are cooked. That's unfortunate, man. They were just a little too quick for us. Really nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. I mean, if we open up our hand with a bunch of bounce spells, we actually might have a pretty solid chance, but in this case, it was too little too late. Probably a bad keep on my part, going second, but I had the one bounce spell. It felt like a keep to me, but all right, we get to go first this time around, and we have a pretty similar looking hand. I am going to keep it, especially because we have the Thran Spider. That card has been really good for us in previous games in ramping us into our bigger spells. Oh, here we go. Oh, do we got another mono red player potentially here? Probably. Oh, it's not. It's Boros. Boros, huh? I'm gonna go Simulacrum here, man. I know it's probably Resolute Reinforcements, which would have been a good counter, but I think it's fine. Simulacrum should be able to get us going here. Come on, man. Let's get there. I mean, it's essentially these are Simulacrums, right? So I mean, I'll keep it. I'll keep both of these. No. Actually, throw away the land. I'll keep that though. All right, drop the Resolute Reinforcements. Start going wide. Really? What was that priority hold for then? Interesting. Okay, well, the good news is that this can actually bounce any permanent, so we can reset that back to 0 basically at any point. I am going to play the Field of Ruin, and I'm probably just gonna copy the Simulacrum here, make a block, do some scrying. 3 steps ahead, and the Simulacrum are honestly just really broken combos. Honestly, it's really kind of busted. Here we go. Scry 2, get a 3/3, block the 2/1 easily. They might have a kill spell here though, it looks like. Lightning Strike, Lightning Helix, even better. We like more bounce mechanics, honestly. That's not terrible. Sure, I guess. I don't really know if we need more mana, to be honest, but I'll keep it just in case. Because again, if we draw into Chamills and Portal to Phyrexias, you always want to make sure you're constantly hitting your land drops, so we'll take it. It's kind of more of a feeling thing than a statistical thing. I don't know. So we know the bounce spell's on top. I think what I want to do this turn is I want to play the Thran Spider, and that's going to leave me 1 mana open, which is enough to play the machine because it is a artifact creature. So let's do that. That's going to trigger the Simulacrum twice. And then we'll probably use the machine to bounce the Urabrask's Forge right before combat. So let's go ahead and put a stop right before their combat. I really don't see a line that they can take here to save them. I feel like we're already... you know what, though? They could be running Farewell. Let's not get too excited or too cocky. Farewell would be pretty terrible. You know what? We should probably start preparing for that because, you know, at the 6th land drop, we got to make sure we keep our counterspell open. I think that's going to have to be the play for sure. Because we can't risk getting hit with the Farewell. There's no way that we recover from that, so... War Leader's Call. You can have it. Okay, they're about to go to the attack step. We go here. They replay it, though, with the Power Stone. All right. Let's do it. All right, we got the Mirex. And we just send in everybody, right? Yeah. We send in everybody, and then we copy... How much mana do we have here? So we got 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we copy a Simulacrum and we counter their next spell here. Huge. Oh man, that's so busted. That is so busted, man. GG's. There's no way they recover. No way. No friggin' way, dude. I'll take both, actually. These are both really good spells. 1 mana left over. It's a red source. Not good enough. GG's. That was a great game. Great game. I was really glad to have the counter spell ready to go, man. Because again, Farewell would have been brutal. But I don't think they were running it just because they They don't want to be sweeping artifacts and enchantments and stuff like that, but you never know. I've seen some strange things. You got to be prepared, you know? Okay, I get to go first with a very good hand, I think, honestly. No bounce spells, no early game, but I've got the ramp, so I'll keep it. Hello. All right, it all depends on the matchup here on whether or not we go Thran Spider or we take our time here with this Simulacrum. It's a tap land, which means we're probably going with the Synthesizer here. I love that we found a bounce spell off the top here because it's Boros, you never know. Both of these are pretty good, honestly. I do believe I'm gonna need both. Let's go ahead and keep the bounce spell on top. Naya colors, okay. Let's play the Thran Spider, which is gonna give us a body to work with here off the Synthesizer, and then also we ramp, leaving open some mana for the Fading Hope in case they play a creature next turn. We're kind of running away with this one pretty fast. We'll see what happens. Naya does have artifact colors, you know, artifact removal type colors like green. Green and red are both pretty good for that. Buried in the Garden. All right, which one do they take here? I figured as much. No, thank you. That's mine. Get the Scry again. Ooh, both of these are fantastic. I think I'll take the Might Stone first, though, so I can draw into the land. And then we'll just attack here. We have counter magic, which is great. I'd like to obviously copy the Simulacrum as possible, but I'm not going to be too upset if that's not the case. That's a really good card to drop there, not allowing me to counter. Yeah, that's tough. Fight rigging is crazy. Okay. That is something I can counter if I wanted to. Which I think I'm going to. Yeah, that's tough because it's a 2-for-1 off the Trumpeting Carnosaur, but you know, what can you do? All right, we're gonna draw some cards here. Field of Ruins, nice. Because I can blow up the Cavern of Souls, which will allow me to counter later. I will swing through with this because it's a trade for me, and I will trade that every day of the week. I think we got him, guys. I think we got him. Unless they pop off here big time. Burn down the house. 5 damage to everything we've got here, huh? Which is pretty good because that will blow everything up. Do I have a way out of this? Not really, no. Pretty slick on their part, pretty slick. I'll take the 7, I don't care. Okay, not a terrible card. This will draw me into something, so I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna tap this land. Give me the Scry and a draw, and then we'll probably take the Construct creature. Nice, that's a great card. That's a fantastic card. All right, we're gonna pass the turn. We'll probably just bounce the Carnosaur here. They may replay it though. Let's hope they do some main phase action here. Hopefully they can play something and use up the mana, so they don't end up recasting the Carnosaur. And then Portal hopefully will close out the game. Sure, yeah. What are we doing? Are we creating a token or are we discovering here? Yeah, I figured as much. A Lightning Helix. Okay, that's going straight to the face, I would imagine. Yep. They gained a lot of life that turn. That's not great for us. All right, we'll be seeing you. Nothing to get back with the portal just yet other than a Thran Spider, so that's a bit of a bummer. Oh man, what do we do? Do we play the portal now? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can actually draw a card here and lose this land without too much of a problem or issue. Another Thran Spider is pretty solid. Let's see. I think, again, I don't think I'm going to be playing the portal here. I'd rather have it after they play the Carnosaur next turn, and then they maybe make another body. I'll portal away the field. So for now, I'm just going to trigger the Simulacrum, play this, and then look to bounce some things here. Pretty happy with that outcome, to be honest. Now, I don't necessarily love the idea of not attacking their face here, but I don't want Quintoris to keep pinging me for damage. I really don't know if that's the wisest decision, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably should have attacked face and just bounced it, but
What went wrong?
it's iffy. 50-50 shot. There's the Carnosaur. We knew that was probably coming down. For emergency purposes, we have these, but I don't know if I'll need them. Looks like I will. Oh, baby, let's go. That felt good. Okay. Fading Hope for the win, man. Did not see that coming, especially on a creature you don't want to be bouncing with Discover, but it worked out pretty nice. Okay, what do we think about this hand? Probably pretty trash, right? I'm gonna have to send this one away. Too expensive, too early. This is better. I may regret this. I hope not. I hope not. With the amount of scrying we could probably do here, I think we'll be all right. Nope. Looks like we're probably gonna die here. It's Boros Convoke. It goes extremely wide. We don't really have a good answer for this deck. This was the one deck I kind of didn't want to see, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I did not want to see Boros Convoke. It scares me. I don't think we need that. I think we can need to do better than that. Okay, what's next? Yeah, I figured. Okay, that's fine. I think we bounce this. Keep buying myself a little bit of time. This is good. It is good, but it's... Yeah, I don't think I can play it anytime soon. They're not going to let me get anything going here. They're going to be pressuring me the whole time, so... 3, 4, 5. Not able to play Chamil next turn. I can block the reinforcements though really nicely, which is great. I just gave them a Power Stone too, which works pretty well for their deck. They have the Demolition, you know. If we somehow can pull off a win here, I would be very shocked and very happy. But I doubt it. All right, War Leader's Call hits us. The Aldaran hits us. We're taking another 2. We're down to 13. 13. I need something good off the top here. Something really good. What would be the best possible answer here? I don't even know. Definitely wasn't that. That's for sure. Good news is I can bounce the War Leader's Call, right? That's kind of nice. I'm really scared. What's the next move here? Okay, good, good, good. That's fine. We bounce this. Mitigate a lot of damage potentially being taken here. They can't recast it this turn. That's good stuff. They have the Power Stone, so Blood Token gets eaten. Okay, that makes sense. Ooh, that's not a terrible card. That really isn't a terrible card because I can -2/2 on everything on their next attack and then create like another Power Stone or something, but I almost feel like I'd rather just get this down, which is probably a mistake. I'm gonna be honest with you, probably a mistake, but we'll see. Thran Spider's nice. Provides good coverage on the blocking side. I have 7 mana, which isn't enough to play things like a portal if we get it. Not that we're probably gonna draw another one here. That's a yikes. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Battle Cry, and then they got the Express, which just pumped the whole field next turn too. Gonna need some help here, game. Gonna need some help. Not helpful. Okay. Not helpful really at all. Yeah, that probably would have been our worst draws. Gosh darn it, dude. All right. All right, it is what it is. That's a good card to put on top there. 4, 5. So if we war leader, if we counter this, then we can't play this. Not that it matters. Yeah, we're dead here. That's toast. That's toast, guys. Unfortunate. Even if we give everything -2/2, this is all going to still have at least 1 power plus the additional 1 from this. So we are done, man. I mean, this was definitely always going to be our worst matchup, so it's not surprising. And then mono red, I mean, I know they beat us earlier, but I do feel like we can beat mono red, giving some circumstances if we have our bounce spells and whatnot. But Boros goes too wide. I think we're in trouble every time if we play that deck. All right, what do we think about this hand? Keep getting like the most expensive things in the opening hand, but I do have the Simulacrum and I have a counter spell. I'm gonna try to keep it and just pray it's not something super aggressive. Looks like maybe mono black, which is good. Just don't have the bat on turn 2 here. Dragon? That's odd. Dragon. Are we like Rakdos or Grixis dragons? I don't know, but there's no blue out there, so this should be good. Decadent Dragon. Okay, taking some of my cards. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, sure. Why the heck not, right? Okay, they choose bat this time around. That's, okay, awkward. They get their own, they get the free reign. I mean, take your choice here. That's a good duress right there. Not choosing dragon for that second cavern is kind of strange to me. Because you could have played out that decadent dragon. All right, well, they threw away my Urza's Command, which was gonna be my play next turn. So good on them for knocking that one out of the park. Let's play second Simulacrum. I guess we shift gears here to a beatdown plan where we try to kill them ASAP. They passed a turn, really. All right, I'm gonna just attack here with my 3/3, and then I have the counter magic. I'm probably gonna end up using it to just copy the Simulacrum, but just in case, I mean, I'll hold it open. But it doesn't seem like anything's gonna be counterable though because of their 2 Cavern or Souls that are out there. So again, I'm probably gonna end up copying my Simulacrum, which I get is kind of a missed opportunity for damage there because I could have done it pre-combat and made this much bigger, but. One, 2, sack this. I'll have 3 mana open to counter. Nah, they can have that. They can have that. I'd rather copy. I'd rather look to copy the Simulacrum. So I need to leave some mana open here. That was an interesting play, though. I was thinking about using it, blow up the cavern, so that way, you know, it's at least counterable. I would have had the mana to counter, but I'm not too worried anymore about their flyers. They're already too late in the game for them to be too concerning. All right, it's too big for the persistence to do anything to now. More land is good. 4, 5, 6. Chamil. And then Urza's Command as a follow-up. That seems good. Seems good. Actually, this is just lethal, right? Oh, no, not quite. Actually, yes, because I play this. Yeah, GG's. Beautiful. What a beautiful beatdown, dude. This deck is actually pretty darn solid. That's going to do it for today's video, guys, but we will be back tomorrow with another one, and a huge shout out to everybody who made it this far. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed today's deck list. We'll be back tomorrow with another video, but we also have a live stream tonight here on the channel, and we are actually going to be playing against you guys in a first come first serve battle. So if you guys want to be part of that, be sure to hit the notification bell so you're there when we go live. It fills up quickly, and it's a lot of fun, so be there and let's have some fun. But I hope you enjoyed today's list. I love mono blue ramp. You know, artifact ramp is really fun, and I didn't realize how good it got with the things like Chamil, and you know, some of these bounce effects were really clutch today, but that counter spell that copies our Simulacrum is absurd, and I feel like it really takes this deck to the next level. But super fun and a lot more powerful than I thought, so have some fun with this one. Thanks again for watching, and a huge thank you as always to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on my channel. They hit the join button. They help support me monetarily every single month. So huge thank you to them. I appreciate you guys for watching, and thank you for supporting especially. That means a lot to me. And hopefully we'll see you tonight. Until then, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yes.